Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock and it's time for a Hidden Gems. Now, this is where I take a really old trick that people have forgotten about, or a particularly old routine from a book or a download or a DVD. Remember those? And I highlight it to you, and I show you why it's so good. And today I'm going to be doing a favorite of mine. I'm going to be doing something that is incredible, super incredible. It's called the missing link. Now, this is as old as the hills. This has this reminds me a little bit of calculator cards, which uses the binary system, Powerball 60, but it's not that system. It's slightly different. There's no maths involved in this at all. This is just a super fun trick to carry around with you. Now, I don't see a lot of magicians doing this, and the reason is it's considered a beginner trick. So it's considered a trick that you really only do if you're a beginner. But I've used this for years. I used to use this all the time in restaurants. And after doing it in restaurants, it went really, really well. And then I actually started putting it into various different close-up shows, and it went well there. And I'll tell you when I started doing this a heck of a lot is during the pandemic in in lockdown. Because during lockdown, I was doing an awful lot of virtual shows, right? And I was doing like stacks of virtual shows. Because I was doing so many virtual shows, I was looking for material that would work virtually over the internet on Zoom and Teams and things like that. And this particular trick works brilliantly on over the internet. Now, I don't do as many virtual shows as I used to. As a company, we're still booking them in, by the way, but we don't do anywhere near as many. But you know what has happened as a result of the pandemic? I find that clients, especially brides and grooms, are more likely to want to jump on Zoom with me when I'm having a conversation with them. So if I'm going back and forth by email because they've made an inquiry and they're kind of on the fence and they go, let me think about it, I send them a message and they go, okay, cool. By the way, if you want me to jump on Zoom and I'll show you a trick, I'm more than happy to. And then I jump on Zoom with them and I show them a couple of really mind-blowing tricks that work over Zoom, and generally that leads to me getting the booking. And this is a great trick that works over Zoom. So if you haven't and I'll also talk to you about how you can actually use it in the real world as well, outside of just doing it, how I'm going to perform it for you. Now, I've got Sarah behind the camera, and she's going to help me with this. And I have a prediction. Sarah, I have a prediction.
Okay.
And as you can see here, it says on here, prediction. Now, the other thing, Sarah, can you see this? I've got like a little plastic wallety thing. And inside there, there's loads of playing cards. There's loads of plastic sheets. Now, on each one of them, there's playing cards. All 52 cards, the ace through to king of clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds. Now, what I'm going to get you to do now is think of one of the 52 cards. Don't think of a joker, but think of one of the 52 cards.
Yeah.
Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Now, what I want you to do, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sheets all together here.
Right.
What I want you to do is I want you, and I'll look this way while you're doing it, I want you to look through, find your card, find out how many sheets that card's on. Hold on to those sheets and then give me the rest back. Can you do that for me? So you're going to hold on to the amount of sheets that has your...
Keep the ones that have
keep
got my
the
card
one
on.
that has your card on. So
Right,
if your
okay.
card was on 4 of those plastic sheets, you would hold on to 4 of them and then give me the rest back. Notice I'm looking in the other direction, so I can't see what Sarah's doing. And I'm going to carry on looking in the other direction as well. I'm not going to look at the ones that she gives back to me. I'm just going to put them away inside the plastic wallet. Because this isn't really about the playing card. This is about how many sheets her card is on. And the only person who's going to know this right now is Sarah until she tells us. So are you done?
Yeah, so I'm
Great.
keeping the ones with my card on, yeah?
Yeah, and you're giving me the others back.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to pop those away. Like this. Okay?
Yeah.
So, you think about this for a minute. You thought of any card. Now, you can examine these later on if you want to. They're all different. They've all got different cards on them. Some cards are only on 1 sheet. Some are on 4 sheets. Some are on 6 sheets. How many sheets was your card on?
3.
3. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember I had a prediction here the entire time?
Yeah.
And it's been sitting there. The prediction actually says on the other side, have a look at this. Your card will be on 3 sheets. There's like 8 sheets there, Sarah. It could have been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
It was on 3 sheets. Now, you're looking a bit underwhelmed.
Okay.
Were you impressed by that? No?
I've seen better.
You know what the problem is? Most people aren't impressed by this. And the reason is it's expectation versus reality. And what I mean by that is they want me to actually tell them the card, which is impossible. I mean, think about this. Sarah only thought of a card. It's not like we've got a deck of cards in play. It's not like I can force a card on her. It exists only in her mind. If I could actually tell her her actual card, I mean, that would be as close to real magic as you can get, which is why it's impressive when I tell her that she was thinking of the 5 of hearts.
I was. Yeah.
There you go, you were. And it's that fair. And you just literally put the rest of the cards away that Sarah's just handily passed me back, and it's instantly reset. And it's really strong. Now, it's strong as a prediction in its own right. So it's strong doing it that way. But the way that I actually do it in a gig, which works really well, is I combine it with the invisible deck. So what I do is I do this, and it's a way of getting them to think of a card. And apparently I couldn't know what the card is at all. But I've given a deck of cards out to somebody from the very beginning. And when they get to a point where they go, because this is kind of not very good, you know, it's on 3 sheets, but it's okay, but it's not great. So when I say, hey, you're probably underwhelmed, right, because you wanted me to get the card, that's impossible. But if I could predict what your card is, I would have done it by giving you that deck of cards. Remember I said to you at the beginning, there's one card that's face down in this face up deck. I don't want you to say the name of your card. I'm just going to spread through, and I'm going to take that card out and show it you. And it's the card, and it's a really nice moment. So this right here has a lot of applications. If you want to do a routine where you need to find out what someone's freely chosen card is, but you don't want to actually get them to actually pick it from a deck, this is a great way to do that. It's completely self-contained. It just fits into the top pocket. You're good to go anytime, anywhere, and it's an instant reset, and it's examinable. You don't need a table, and it can apply to a lot of things. But also, if you are doing virtual shows, this is an incredible thing to put into your virtual shows, because what you can do is you can look away, and you can be on camera, and you can be obviously looking away, and you go, is it there? No. Is it there? No. Is it there? Yes. So that's 1. Remember 1. Is it there? Yeah. And literally, you don't need to, on virtuals, you don't need to put them back in the case. You literally drop that down there, and you just glance down, and you can tell them immediately what their card is. So for virtual shows, it's fantastic. But for live, it's actually really good as well. It's as old as the hills, and I don't see anyone else doing it. So there you go. It's called a missing link. You can get it from most magic dealers. I'm not sure if it's a Murphy's item, but like the old school magic dealers in the UK, people like Albion Magic, people like Hocus Pocus Magic, those sort of guys, they'll absolutely have this. So there you go. That's another hidden gems in the bag. Do me a favour, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. You want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Now, I'm going to be back again tomorrow at, where am I going to be back? I'm going to be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock with another video. And yeah, if you haven't already done so, please go check out The Netrix. It's www.thenetrix.com. You can go check it out and see what all the fuss is about. And as I say, I'm going to be back again really, really soon. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you subscribe to us. My name's Craig from Magic TV.